You're with Chris and Norm, and we're continuing our road trip. Basically, we're trying to see 6 Lockheed Blackbirds in 6,000 kilometers, and we brought our dirt bikes. So today, we're going to use the dirt bikes. We're going to park at Mina, Nevada. We're riding to the east, right up into the mountains. We're going to get to probably close to 7,000 feet. This area has not had snow yet. We're right on the very last day of October 2022. And there's little patches of snow up there now and ice that happens at night, but they haven't had any snowfall in this region, so we can still get pretty high. At 7,000 feet, we're going to find the lost steers mine. It's on a steep slope. We are going to try very hard to find it. It's a mercury mine from back in the day, which was called quicksilver. Mercury is a horrible mineral. It's liquid. It's the only liquid mineral there is, and they actually made it right on site. It was very simple to make. They would make a brick, usually brick or clay or something. They'd make an oven on the side of a hill. It had to be on an angle. They would fill the oven with the ore that they found mixed with coal, and they would just light it from the bottom, and the fumes, the mercury, would evaporate and become a fume, and it would rise up through their burning blob of stinking mess, and they would catch it, and and then they would, in a pipe, they would not let the smoke of their smoldering, their smelt didn't create that much, it wasn't raging fire, it was just like a coal burning situation, and the mercury would vaporize out of the ore, and they'd catch it in flasks, and it was quite heavy, and they used it to recover gold all over the place, so it was quite wanted. The minerals were super easy to find because they were bright red, and yeah, so Chris, this mine's a little toxic, so if we get inside something, don't try not to touch too much. Okay, so we are, why don't you come along, check it out.
I mean, going straight goes nowhere.
Are we turning these off?
Probably.
Yeah. Wow. Did we ever make it to a cool spot? A bit of a mine entrance right there. Some snow. Yeah, you're on the road with Chris and Norm, and wow, that dry lake bed down there, that's where we did a drone video the other day. Luning, Nevada, around the corner to the left, Highway 95 to Hawthorne. And into the road for this dirt bike, but look at where she came. You got yourself a Mercury Retort down there, and that red rock is there. That's actually tailings. That's come out of their retort. Cinnabar. We're at a Mercury mine. This is medium sketchy, but you think this is very sketch? Maybe. Is it? I don't know. Oh, that board looks kind of weird. Step right on the big boards. I don't know. So that's where their actual pay. Oh boy, look at it from this side. You can see the retort from the top. So this is where their real pay would have gone down. And something else went down here. They came, that is their full tailings. They know that's junk. Off that end it goes. But figuring this out, they dump down here. Ooh, no, it's a little weird. Ooh, that board's a little weird. Uh-oh. Pay attention. It's pretty, whoa, that board is really not even with us. Okay. Down there, they got a deck. Probably get to it a lot. Whoa, this is, he's a little fixing. Whoa. It's starting to feel a little sketchy. Evidence of track and workings. And wow, but that's really cool. That's a Mercury Retort. So it takes that angle like that, and they would shovel in at the top. They'd shovel in a mixture of coal and their ore, and it would just push down, and I guess I'd close the door, and when the door was closed and it's all cooking away, it's burning from the bottom up, and then up those pipes is coming the fumes of the thing. Well, the fumes have the vaporized quicksilver, the vaporized mercury, and the fumes are captured, and they would come down here and they'd collect in flasks, and that's their product. And then to make it work more, you go to the bottom and you shovel out the ash, and it's that red stuff over there. That is horrible, evil stuff. Don't go down there, kick up any dust. So my theory here is that this is very steep. That's a good theory. My theory is the pay came out of that hole. The good stuff they dumped here, and I bet you they would have sorted it a little bit, or maybe this is what the sorting table is, and they would have picked out the country rock stuff that they don't want. This was something, probably a sorting table. You see, this is tipped over rail. And now you're at the top of the oven, which is called a retort. And they would have loaded it right here with shovels down those two pipes. Mercury would have come up with those things. I don't know about stepping on that. I don't know about stepping on that right there. Take my weight. Get hooked up. Wow, that looks pretty neat from here. Gotta say. And this would have been their pay table over here. Or maybe on that concrete bit here. But now these are their tailings. Fresh snow. Here's the bottom of the oven. You'll see the bottom of those two pipes. And that's their vent. And something else to do with it over here. Looks like they were capturing fumes from below as well. And the fumes would condense and become liquid again. Mercury. What's over here? Well, I gotta climb back up to my bike. Now, today's Halloween actually. And I got a theory about this pipe right here. I'll bet you it was where the rest of the fumes went, because the boys in the mine didn't want to breathe them. Solid shank rivets probably made this thing right here. I gotta get to that road. There's my buddy. I'm off of this thing. That board is not going to be here long. Do we want to go look at it, or what's over here? So they came out. So you're pretty much at the bottom of the mine if you're where the ore is. Let's see here. Not impossible. It's dry. Wow. Does it ever look bizarre? See track. Lots of collapsing have come out of this top over the years. Lots of rat shit. Little stope going on here. They found a patch here, and they went up. Uh-oh. This is usually where you're at something, and it's totally collapsed. Not going in there. We're backtracking. Yeah, we're going out. So that's a full collapse over there. You can see quite a bit of wood beyond, but a little bushwhacking. Sort of a trail. Always a drone in the sky. Always a drone. Come over right here. What's in here? What happens here? They went to there and stopped. Good. Drone. Little mine entrance right there. At the top of some stopes. Kind of wouldn't be surprised if there was a hole right there. Amazing view. Oh, there's Chris over there. Hey, buddy. Wow. That's a blast plate. Well, that's all crumbling. The whole top's just falling. Touch it and that falls on you. That is not a safe mine explorer. This place has been collapsing for a while. But the ore must have been sticking out in chutes, and they grabbed it all. And that little town you see at the bottom, that's Mina. It's the Mina mine. And you can see there are Cinnabar tailings on the left of those buildings. Pink. Always a drone. Well, this looks a little more serious. Whoa. Uh-oh. That's big. And undoubtedly, I'm on the edge of a crumbling. Wow, that's a pretty good sized stope. Check out the bird's nest on the side. Nicely done. Guy's got rain cover. Zero predators, maybe rats. And there's Chris down there. Holy. I'm seeing little bits of the red rock, but that's not, you see this stuff, but that's not bright enough. That's a weaker, they took all the good stuff, left the weak stuff, high grade. But I hear these weird piece of board there, that's a piece of a dynamite box. Something over there. Here's a whole bunch of that red rock, but I was told back in the day this stuff was super bright. That's what they mined. Wow, there's holes everywhere. Wow. Wow. Well, there's that bird's nest. One slip off that, 45 feet. That wouldn't be good. But that first lower bit that I went into, that's what all that stuff piles onto. And there's tracks sticking out over there. Very cool though. Come out, and there's one hell of a view, gotta say. Camera is pretty much pointing at home right now. Long way away. So. Okay, we are just below the Lost Steers mine, and this is called the Mina mine, I think, and the drone must fly. And so this is like a little shoppy shop. Like, this is like where they're stocking all their bits of compressor pieces, their air compressor lines, bits and pieces. And this looks like somebody came along with a bobcat not that long ago and took some scoops out of here. Otherwise, this whole thing would have collapsed closed, eh? Whatever this is. It looks like a mine shaft to me. Not a mine shaft, an adit. Wow. That's doable. Huh. It's not that big. What if some of this falls though? That would be good. So, having a look at this. This is kind of a little loose, and that's about almost straight up. Perfectly safe, I'm sure. All right. If that wood comes down, what's over there? This one. Sketchy. Yeah, look outside. There's always a drone. Always a drone. But this is sketchy. First class sketchy. Is that rail down there? It is doable. You have to really want to. Frank, where are you when you need you? Frank is going there. But Mom would say no. Mom would say don't do it. Just climb my way out. Let's see what's in these buildings. This was their little assay foundry right here, because they always did it on top of on top of a little bit of furnacey stuff. Hole in the floor. Oh, some more little furnace action of some kind. These are definitely not bunkhouse. This is workshop. And I don't even want to know what's in that stuff. But actually, if this is right next to an assay office, it's whatever their little blend is. Borax, soda, I mean, it's their flux. And obviously the ore was coming past that, and so this would have been the beginning of their mill over here. Yeah, would have dumped it in right over here. This looks a little too sketchy to climb on top of, but I'll go down to the bottom and see what's down there. I might climb on some of it. How about this? Yeah, I'll produce. Whoa, okay. That's where they dumped their ore, I'm pretty sure. How sketchy is this? Oh yeah. Cool. Oh, we gotta get down there. Oh look, there's a little retort right there. So I think the really rich stuff they just sort of processed, and then the stuff that was not so rich was still mixed with the quartz that quartz seam that it's located in, and so then they'd have to bring it into a mill and crush it and separate it, concentrate it, and then put it through some kind of a retort. But those big pink piles way over there, that is the tailings. None of this stuff over here is tailings. This is called waste rock. It's just the country rock moved out of the way. Couple of nice bikes from Austria. Thank you, KTM, providing bulletproof products. Don't let anybody tell you these things are finicky. They're bulletproof. Best bikes made. KTM. Hi, drone. All right, let's go down to the bottom of the next deck. There's a mill. So we just came down from their main shaft, which is their lowest shaft of this mine, unless they had an upwards haulage inside the mine, which is possible. They're chasing a load down. This, oh, my phone just got a text, man. I got a cellular connection here. Awesome. Okay, so that deck, that's where the ore comes out, which means that those first two cabins are likely the mine superintendent. They always stayed close to their ore. And then this is a mill. It's a really nice bike. Uh-oh. Trouble over here. That doesn't look good. Undermined by water, perhaps? Those almost look like tank lids of some kind. Always they always have these racks for their pipe fittings. For all mines run off of compressed air, and these are always near their mills and at their mine adits. Those two cabins up there, I suspect, are the mine superintendent. They always stayed close to the adit. Here comes buddy. Uh-oh. So we're at the bottom of the mill. Oh yeah, that's always the path of the ore. Came down through a set of, they milled it here. Highly suspect that is the path of the ore. And there was rail to there, and it kind of looks like rail went along here. It did, I think. We'll go take a look at that in a minute. Let's get to the bottom of the ore. See if we can find a proper ore sheet. Not really seeing one, unless that's it right there. Which means it's already been milled. If it's coming out something that small. And this is final processing. So I suspect I'm below the primary crusher. And that's the bottom. But this whole thing's coming down not too long. She's coming apart. I'd like to thank GoPro for preserving history, allowing amateurs to come and preserve history. These are all mill buildings, shops. Well, let's see if we can follow the ore. The pink pile is to the left, and that's the tailings. Here's that collapse thing. Yeah, that got undermined by water. But you know what? This could have been their final processing here. This could have been like a furnace room or something. Something sat on top of those things. Somebody's actually taken them away. They've cut them right off these plates. Makes sense. Your final crushers are down here, some kind of separation tables. And what is going on here? Whatever that is. Whoa. But they don't know the final process going on here. Also don't know if they were going after more than one mineral. They could have been grabbing more than one mineral. Doing different processes for each. Alright, so have you done a drone flight around this little village? You've got all those buildings? You got them really well? Alright.